Hi, welcome back to EcoFarm. I'm sure many of you have been here many years like me, or if you're new, we're so glad you came. Yeah, so my name's Patricia Becker, and I've been coming to EcoFarm for 30 years. I was part of the board, I was a volunteer coordinator, I was the secretary of the board, and then I moderated many workshops and met many of you. It's such a wonderful event. Unfortunately, we can't be there live and in person, but goodness gracious, we do have modern technology, so we can meet virtually like this, which has some advantages as well too. You don't have to travel. So we are going to do 3 yoga classes, Thursday morning, Friday morning, and Saturday morning, but I think you can be able to access them anytime. So right now we are going to do yoga for your neck and shoulders. Okay, so take a comfortable seat. And welcome to yoga for your neck and shoulders. And our breath is going to help us relax our neck and shoulders. So you can sit in a chair for the first part of this class if you'd like to, because we're going to focus on here. And then we'll do some standing things towards the end of the class. Okay, so take your shoulders back, lift your chest up, feel length in the back of your neck. And please put one hand on your heart and the other hand on your belly. Close your eyes. And we're going to just quiet the mind for a moment. Just listen to your breath coming in and out. Lovingly observe your breath. On your exhales, let your shoulders relax down away from your ears. To help the body relax, we can use the breath. It's a powerful tool. So the exhale has a deep impact on the parasympathetic nervous system. So I'm going to have you inhale to the count of 4 through your nose and exhale to the count of 7 through your mouth. So exhale fully. Inhale through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale through your mouth as you let your shoulders relax away from your ears. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do 3 more rounds like this. Gently open your eyes and open your arms. Stretch them way out. Draw your shoulders back. Open your heart. It's 2021. It's reimagine a new world. We reimagine a new self. And from your sit bones rooted down on your chair, on your yoga mat, or wherever you're sitting, keep them rooting down as you inhale, stretch up to the sky, reach high, high, high. Reach up, spread your fingers even. And then on your exhale, bring your arms down. And then inhale, back up. Reach up through your spinal column. Stretch up. Draw your shoulders way back. Keep your neck nice and long. And on your exhale, lower your arm down. Good. One more time. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Keep the back of your neck nice and long with your chin tucked in a little bit. It tends to jut out, right? Look, focusing on what we're doing, but we want to bring our awareness there. Exhale your arms down. This time, interlace your fingers behind your back. Yeah, and curl your shoulders back and take your hands down towards the earth. Nice big shoulder opener here. Your hands can really help you. Open up your chest, open up your heart as we reimagine a new and improved self, a new and improved world. We're doing fantastic as we are, but there's always more to grow into. Exhale, release. And then stretch your arms out again. And now this time, interlace your fingers behind your back the opposite way. Yeah, your non-dominant way. Curl your shoulders back, lift your chest up, and shrug your shoulders away from your ears. This is a nice opening for your pectoral muscles, the ones that are rounded when we're on our computers or in the garden or cooking. We're often like this, focused on what we're doing in front of us. Good, and then release. Starting to feel good already, I hope. So now put your hands right on your shoulders lovingly, touching yourself. Bring your shoulders forward. Yeah, take them up to your ears and then way back and then way down. Forward, up to your ears, way back and way down. You can go nice and slow so you really feel the nice stretch and space you're creating in your shoulders. Our shoulders are our most mobile joints in our body, and we aim to keep it like that. And now go the reverse direction, shoulders back, up to your ears, forward and down. You can really exaggerate it. Slow your breath down. Even just breathe through your nose. Motion is the lotion. Yeah. And we'll go one more time. Good. And then draw your shoulders back. Let your arms come down. You can rest them on your thighs or alongside you. And again, draw your shoulders back. Lift your heart up. This is a random act of kindness. Somebody just gave me this shirt when I worked at Common Ground, Organic Garden Supply. Found it in my inbox. Okay. Now here's a good one. Squeeze your shoulders way up to your ears. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Yeah, tighten all those muscles, even tighter, tighter, tighter. And then all together in unison, we're gonna exhale and let the shoulders drop. You can even make a sound, a sigh. Exhale, release. And then we stay here for a moment, letting those muscles have time to lengthen, let go, release, relax, like water coming off a duck's back. And we'll do it 2 more times. Okay, squeeze up, squeeze, 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 tighten, tighten, tighten all those muscles real tight. And then we'll exhale, big exhale. Yeah. See if you can feel those muscles. Having a little relaxation, a little releasing. Give them time. Time is a good thing. Okay, and now one more time, squeeze it up. Like you have shoulder earrings. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Yeah, tighten, tighten, tighten. Big exhale, let it go. Feel those muscles. Ask them, say, it's okay, you can release now, you can relax now. I'm caring for you, I'm tending to you, my neck and shoulders. Okay, now take your right earlobe towards your right shoulder. And we're going to stay here for about 3 breaths and send your exhale to the long side of your neck. Let it release and relax. Make sure both your shoulders are coming down. Let gravity assist you here. Inhale, come up. And then go the other way. Slow, long exhale right into the long side of your neck. Inhale, come up. And now right earlobe back to your right shoulder, and then we have an additional assist. Place your right hand to the side of the left side of your head, and gently press your head into your hand, and your hand back into your head for a little deeper stretch. Use your breath to help your tight muscles lengthen and release, especially the exhale. Inhale, come on up and release. We'll go to the other side. Left earlobe towards your left shoulder, and then left hand to the right side of your head. Gently press the two together. Shoulders back. Our breath is our most powerful healing modality we have. That's according to Dr. Andrew Wow. And it seems very true. He traveled to every continent on the planet. Lift your head up. To find the most powerful healing modalities, herbs, foods, any kind of remedy to help the body heal. And the conclusion was our breath. Good thing it's with us 24/7, free of charge. Okay, now sit up nice and tall again. Gravity has a way of sinking us back down. Lift back up, take your shoulders back, way back, and tuck your chin all the way in. Tuck your chin in. Feel that nice stretch in your cervical spine, your neck. You perhaps will even feel it in your upper back, around your thoracic spine. And now slowly lift your head all the way up and open your mouth as wide as you can. Lift and open. And then when you have your mouth open as wide as you can, your head up as much as it will go, close your mouth. Nice stretch in the front of your neck. And we'll do it 2 more times. Tuck your chin all the way in. There's no hurry. It's all about taking care of ourselves. Reimagining a healthier version of ourselves, our farms, our planet. Open and lift. And then close your mouth. Keep your head looking at lifted up. And tuck again. Tuck, tuck, tuck. And then open and lift your head up. Look up. And then close your mouth. Excellent. We'll come back to center. Okay. Now, we're going to stretch out the neck another way, many, many ways, and see we're doing this while we're seated. I also teach chair yoga for people who are sitting at their desks and don't feel like rolling out a mat or don't feel like getting up and down. Lots we can do for ourselves while we're sitting down. So take your shoulders back. Now look out over your right shoulder. Keep your left shoulder back too. Look out way over your right shoulder as far as you can. Now release it about 2 or 3 inches. And then turn and look again. So you stretch it. And then release it just a bit. And then stretch it again. One more time. Release it a couple inches. And then turn your head. And you can turn your gaze to out over your right shoulder. Inhale through center. Over to the left. And now if you're thinking to yourself, like I am, oh my God, is my neck stiff? You're always going to find a stiff spot because our heads don't turn all the way around. Release it a little and turn again. Make sure your right shoulder stays back. It'll tend to want to go over with you and look and see what's going over the left shoulder. And release. And stretch it again. And again, release it and stretch it. Fantastic. And we'll come through center. Okay, take your arms straight out again. And then we'll do big arm circles. Make sure your fingers are spread. Lift your arms way up, way back, way down. And reverse it. At the circulation and the warmth moving, it's a good way to help anything heal. And come on down. Okay. Now, we're going to stand up. So, if you're on your yoga mat, you can come onto a yoga mat. Take your feet apart, a little further than hip width distance. Bend your knees, take your hips back, and then hinge at your hips. Let your head hang down to the earth. Take your arms up overhead, clasp your hands, your fingers, shrug your shoulders up to the sky as you let your head melt to the earth. And stay here for a few breaths. On your inhale, let your head hang. On your exhale, shrug your shoulders up to the ceiling. If you have really open hamstrings and you'd like to straighten your legs, you can do that a little bit more. Just be careful not to hyperextend. Which is very refreshing for your brain, your mind, and your heart. Get your head below your heart. Inhale, let your heavy head sink down to the earth. Exhale, shrug your shoulders up to the sky. And bring your hands to your hips. Draw your shoulder blades on the back. Press through your legs. Inhale yourself up to standing. And then you bring your feet parallel. Stand nice and tall. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Legs parallel, feet parallel. Shoulders back, lift straight up to the top of your head. We're going to do a balancing pose called Eagle or Garandasana. We'll wrap up our shoulders. Bend your knees. Take your hips back. Yeah, way back. Make sure your legs and feet are parallel. Come up on your right tippy toes. Cross your right leg over your left. If you're not so comfortable balancing, you can keep your toes down on the mat or pick up your leg. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Squeeze your hips together. Maybe you can wrap your leg up twice. Sit low. Open your arms really wide. And then wrap your left arm under your right. Wrap your arms up. Maybe get your torso up, straight up and down, perpendicular, shoulders back. Good. Wherever you are, you get an A for being here. Unwrap your arms, unwrap your legs, and stand up. Good. Bend your knees again. Take your hips back. Cross your left thigh over your right. And again, you can stay here with your tippy toes down or pick up your legs. See if you can balance. Squeeze yourself together side to side. Maybe wrap your leg again twice. Open your arms wide. Open your chest. And then this time, take your right arm under your left. Wrap your arms up the best you can. Doesn't have to be perfect, just approximately correct. And open your arms and unwrap your legs. Very good. Okay, so we're going to do it again. Bend your knees, take your hips back. Cross your right leg over your left again. Take the option that's best for you. Sit a little lower. Open your arms really wide. And left arm under your right. Lift your shoulders up, elbows up, shoulders back. Now, if you're comfortable here, we're going to take this eagle pose down. So turn your gaze down in front of you, round your shoulders, round your back as you take your elbows towards your belly. Keep breathing. Inhale your arms up. Unwrap your arms. Unwrap your legs. Good. And the fourth and final side. Bend your knees. Hips back. And come on up. Cross your legs. Tip your toes down or wrap it up. Sit nice and low. Open your eagle arms. And then right arm under the left. Lift your elbows up, draw your shoulders back. You can keep this upright variation if you prefer, or you start turning your gaze down in front of you, about 3 feet in front of you as you round your upper back, round your shoulders, round your whole back. And then inhale, come up, unwrap yourself, and take a moment. So in case you had eagle pose, Garandasana on your things to do list today, you can check it off. Let's just do some hip circles just to loosen it up. We're going to have yoga for a healthy back, and we're going to have a hip class too. But anytime we do one part of the body, the other parts involved. It's all connected, right? And reverse your hip circles. It's all about feeling good. Self-care is our best health care. Okay, so you can take a wide stance and isometrically squeeze your legs together and then isometrically push them back apart. Take your shoulders back, and then we're just going to roll our shoulders like this. And then reverse it. So nice to have good, healthy shoulders. It's amazing how sometimes we just take our functioning bodies for granted, right? Until something happens, and then you realize how much you used it, how much you need it, how much you appreciate it. Okay, and then draw your shoulders back again. Stretch your arms out, and then take one arm in front, just like this. And then we'll go the other way, other arm in front. And use the forearm to help you get a nicer stretch, a deeper stretch, a juicier stretch. And then take that arm straight up, take that palm behind your head, behind your neck, and slide the opposite hand up your triceps to your elbow. Take both shoulders back for a nice under your arm stretch. Should feel really good. You can move your hips side to side if you feel like it. Yoga for fun, yoga for therapy. Yoga because it feels good. Other arm straight up. Palm to the back of your neck, and then slide the other hand up. Get right up your tricep, shoulder back, palm down. That's a good one, right? Stretch both arms up, and then go back to your first arm. Shoulders back, lift your chest up, your sternum up. And just find that sweet spot. Not too much, not too little. Just right. And then the fourth arm, the other arm up, palm to the back of your neck, slide that hand up. Stretch both arms way up. Exhale your arms all the way down. Okay, please bend your knees, take your hips back again, and we're going to exhale and fold. Exhale and fold again. And this time, hold on to your elbows. Inhale, let your elbows, your head, your torso hang. Exhale, draw your navel to your spine. And your knees can be slightly bent. You're also getting a nice hamstring stretch here. As the weight of your head gives you a nice neck stretch. Our heads are heavy, you know.
Thank you, neck muscles and shoulder muscles, for holding our heads up all day long. Taking a few more breaths here, letting your torso hang on the strength of your legs. Hold your elbows the opposite way for a few more breaths here in this nice inversion. And then place your fingertips down on the mat. We're going to have a seat. So you can have a seat, or you can follow me and see if you can sit down like this. Heel toe your feet closer together. Parallel. Bend your knees and see if you can take a squat on your feet. Maybe you're on your toes. Yeah. Bring your arms in between your shins. Take your upper arms against your shins for a pose called Malasana, garden pose. Scoop your tailbone down. This is the way a lot of people on the planet sit to do many things. Now, as slowly as you can, have a seat. You're so close. Slowly, see if you can sit your tush down like a feather. Or you can always quickly collapse. Okay. So go ahead, take a cross-legged seat. And to get extra comfortable, you can sit your sit bones up on a blanket or a thick towel so your legs can fall open. And then even lean to one side, get your sit bones out. Lean to the other side, get your sit bones out, and sit up nice and tall. Good. And then place your right fingertips out on the floor or your yoga mat. You're pressing your fingertips down, draw both shoulders back. Inhale your left arm up and over. And then come up and go to the other side. When you're on your fingertips, you're also making your wrists extra strong to prevent arthritis or carpal tunnel syndrome. In case anybody works on a computer, raise your hand if you do. Most of us do if you're here. Keep breathing, taking both shoulders back. And then stretch straight up. Go back to your right side. Push your fingertips down. Maybe you could take your arm out a little further if that feels better. Both shoulders back and reach long through the whole left side of your body, left shoulder, left arm, as you tack your left hip down. Inhale up. We'll stretch up. And then left fingertips down. And then again, maybe you can walk a little bit further. Should always modify all your yoga poses so that they feel right. There should never, ever be any pain. Yeah. You should feel a nice stretch. Yes. If there's discomfort, you want to adjust the pose or go back to the previous one. Fantastic. And then reach up. Exhale your arms down. So this is one of my favorite poses to open up the shoulders and the chest. These muscles here, the pectoral muscles, the ones that are rounded, like I mentioned before, when we're doing most of our life, I catch myself like this too. From their shoulders back. And even the bottom tips of your shoulder blades right here, you want to snuggle them together to help you lift all this up. And then you take your hands out. We did this earlier. Take your thumbs down and then take your hands behind your back. Yeah, again. So we did this in an inversion with our head below our heart. But I just want to show you this. Do this when you're standing or sitting. Should feel really, really good.
Now you can stay upright, or if you'd like a little more, you can hinge at your hips and take your spine long over your crossed legs. Keep shrugging your shoulders away from your ears, lifting your shoulders back and up. And then come up, reach your arms out, thumbs down, and then clasp your hands behind your back the other way. You can interlace your fingers or not. Shoulders back, heart open, chest open, as we reimagine a healthier body, shoulders, neck. And then stay upright, and you can pulse it, move it around, explore, and then hinge at your hips if you'd like. And then please don't let your head drop. Keep your neck muscles in line with the rest of the back. Cervical spine in line with the thoracic spine. And inhale, come up. And relax your arms down. Relax yourself. Let's take a little moment here for just connecting to our breath and body. A couple of minutes of breath awareness. So shrug your shoulders back, get yourself comfortable. And you can let your elbows fall right underneath your shoulders. And why don't you turn your left palm up and adjust your receiving, more gifts, more health, and then your palm down to give it back out. Receiving and giving. Please close your eyes. Tune in to your natural breath. Relax your face. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. When your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breath. I'm going to transition from loving observation of your breath to guiding it. So inhale your breath, start your breath down
low in your belly region. And inhale your breath up through your spine, up, and fill up your chest. Make it buoyant. And on your exhale, relax your shoulders down on that buoyancy you created. So inhale straight up through your torso, feeling the lift. On your exhale, relax your shoulders down on that lift. Practice a few more times. Inhaling, inner body buoyant, lifted. Exhale, relax your shoulders down on that lift. And then instead of guiding your breath, return to your natural breath and see if perhaps things have shifted in your body. Sometimes after we do that lifting of the inhale through the body, it'll maintain it for a while with our natural breath without putting the intentional guidance into it. You can play with that later on today and another day. Keep on doing it. Okay, for now, open your eyes and please lay down on your mat. You can, if you have your towel or your blanket, you can roll it out on your mat so your mat's a little extra soft. If you would like to do that. And now bend your feet, bend your knees, take your feet underneath your knees to as best you can. Anchor your shoulders down. See if you can even press your elbows down to lift your chest up and bring your shoulders a teeny bit closer together. Arms alongside your torso with your palms facing in. Press through your feet, lift your hips up. Anchor your shoulders down, lift your heart up. If you're familiar with this pose and you'd like, you can pick one shoulder up and really roll it under and take the arm with it, and then do the same thing on the other side. Clasp your hands behind your back and lift your chest up even more. Lift your hips up even more. And we'll stay here for a few breaths. And notice how your hips will sink back down if you're not paying attention. Press through your feet, lift your hips back up. Anchor your shoulders down, lift your chest up. And then unclasp your hands. If you have them clasped, set your hips back down. Take your lower back down to your mat, and just for good measure, please bring your hands right on your thighs by your hip crease and push your thighs away from you to give your lower back, to give your back traction, lower back and whole back traction. Push your thighs away, lower back's on the mat. And release. Good. Just takes a little moment of that. Okay, we're going to do that bridge pose, Setu Bandha again. So, press to your feet and bottoms up again. 2021, bottoms up. You can take your hands underneath your back again if you chose that. variations. And now, since I like to always play in our yoga, I hope you do too, you can stay with your feet flat, or you can come up on one set of toes, then the other set of toes, and then walk your feet back closer to your shoulders and lift your hips up. Just get a bigger opening in your chest. And breathe and feel that big opening, the whole front of your body. Your chest is open, your heart's open. Open to more good things to happen in this world. Reasons to be cheerful. And if you're on your toes, walk one foot back out, then the other, please. And then unclasp your hands, set your booty down. Hands on your thighs, right by your hip crease, push your thighs away, take your lower back down to the mat. And release. There's a website, it's called Reasons to be Cheerful. It's by a nonprofit that David Byrne started from the Talking Heads. So if you ever need more reasons to be cheerful, check out his website, Reasons to be Cheerful. Stories from all over the world collected there with focus on good things that communities and people are doing. Okay, wanted to let you know about that. We can always use more things to be cheerful about. Take your left leg out straight, pick up your right leg, and roll your right leg over your left leg. And if you can set your right knee down, set it down. If it doesn't go all the way to the floor and you have a block or something handy, you can press your knee down on a yoga block or something that's there. Or usually you could get it all the way down if you bring your shoulder up, right? And then once you have it down, just stretch your shoulder out as much as it'll go comfortably, as if you're reaching for something over, out to the right. And breathe here. Big shoulder stretch, spinal rotation. Even reach through your fingers to activate your fingers, your hands, your wrists, all the way up your forearm. And inhale your right arm back up and your right leg back up. Take your right leg long, pick up your left. Pick up your left foot and roll that left leg over to the right. Tack it down on something. And then reach your left arm out and over the opposite direction. Slow, deep breathing. Let your breath inform you how far to go in any pose, in every pose. And then slowly inhale your left arm up, left leg, and we'll do that one again. It's so good. Right leg up, right leg over. Set your right knee down as you reach your right shoulder the opposite. Actually, you can play. It's like a seesaw. If you reach your right shoulder back towards the earth, your right knee might come up. That's fine. And see, if you take your right knee back down, your right shoulder will come back up. That's yoga. Stretching ourselves in both directions at the same time. Yeah, getting more space, more freedom in our body. And then slowly bring your right arm up and then the right leg. And we got one more side. Left leg up and over to the right. Reach out through your left shoulder, left arm, even through your left fingers. You can look out over your left arm as well. Good. Bring your arm down and your leg back. Okay. So, since this class is for the neck and shoulders, we are going to do shoulder stand, Sharvangasana. If you know this pose and you're not, you don't, or if you know it and you know that it's too challenging for you, you can please just take yourself to a wall and put your legs up the wall. Otherwise, stay with me and I'll talk you through shoulder stand. So bring your shoulders together, anchor them down. You're pretty well set up from the bridge pose, Setu Bandha, that we just did. So anchor your shoulders down. Lift your feet up. And then look straight up to the ceiling. So I'm going to give you instructions, so I don't want you to turn your head. Look straight up. Reach back to the back of your neck. Make sure you feel a nice curve in your neck. Yeah. And then walk your feet up and put your hands on your lower back by your glute muscles, by your sacrum. And then take your time. Always take your time to get yourself organized and stabilized here. We still have our knees bent. Our shoulders are down, hands on the lower back. Now, you can straighten your legs up. Please spread your toes. This is shoulder stand. Make sure you're on your shoulders. Back your head pressing down. You should still feel a nice curve in your neck. You can stay with your legs in a pike position, or you can start walking your hands up your back towards your neck and get yourself more straight up and down, perpendicular. Keep spreading your toes to activate your whole leg. It's much easier. Press your feet up to the sky. So here, gravity is sinking you down. It's good to have your head down and your shoulders down. And then from your heart and your hips and your legs, lift up on your inhale. If you're comfortable here, keep your left leg pushing your ceiling away, and you can slowly start lowering your right leg down overhead. See where you go. Be nice and mindful. Maybe your foot can come to the earth, maybe it can't. Either way, you can still live a happy life. Bring it back up. Now keep the right leg pushing way up as you slowly start to lower your left leg down. So let's see where you go. And then inhale back up. And then, if you want, you can start taking both legs down overhead. Breath by breath. You resist gravity. You go nice and slow. And again, maybe your feet touch down, maybe they don't. Either way, it's fine. We're just exploring our body. Shoulder stand here. You can clasp your hands behind your back now if you have your hands aren't on your sacrum anymore. This pose is called Havasana. You can stay with your legs straight, or you can even take your knees towards your ears. That's a big back stretch. if your knees are towards your ears, you can set them, maybe you can set them down, maybe you can't. Either way, you can still live happily ever after. And you can get a hold of your feet or put your hands wherever it feels good. And when you're ready to come out, please do it with control slowly. So if you're in halasana, start slowly lifting your legs back up. To do it with control, you want to bend your knees. If you've already done this a while, maybe you can keep your legs straight, keep your hands on your hips, and anchor your shoulders down, your head down, and slowly go down vertebrae by vertebrae with your legs bent or your legs straight. And feel. Wonderful. That pose, shoulder stand, Sharvangasana, is the queen of all poses because it has so many health benefits. So if you think you might like that, keep practicing this. Bend both legs, roll over to your side, use your arms to lift you up to seated. And let's come back to a nice seated pose. Sit up nice and tall again. Draw your shoulders back. In honor of yourself, making time for caring for your shoulders and your neck, please bring your hands in front of your heart. Take a big inhale. Slow exhale. From the love in my heart to the love in your hearts, namaste. Have a great rest of your conference. And I'll see you for yoga for a healthy back and yoga for your hips. Bye for now.